Hello, I am Test Drive and welcome to episode 42 of Forza Motorsport, which I think is going to be an adventure. So we are going to be using the 64 Ferrari 250 GTO I got a little while ago from a classic championship thing. And we are not professional. We are going to be going to none other than the championship series and doing the classic sports car event for this. Luckily, there's nothing above B class in this race, as you can see here, and I'm going to be using the Ferrari 250 GTO, as you can tell, and there's a Stingray Corvette, not Cobra, in this race, so hopefully he doesn't give me any issues. I'm not really looking forward to it, but we'll give it a try. And I'm not really that happy about the first track either at Sunset Peninsula, because I feel like the Corvette's going to be a lot faster in a straight line. But the Ferrari might have a higher top speed, I'm not entirely sure. And we'll be winning the Cobra from this, which we'll be able to use back in the professional series. So let's go ahead and get started on Sunset Peninsula Speedway. Alright, so I'm starting in second place behind the Corvette, with the other 250 GTO right behind me. And the Corvette is fast. Oh no. He may slow down in the corners. I'm hoping they will. I don't know how this other Ferrari get in front of me. Excuse me, sir. Please don't pinch. I don't want to hit the apron. I'm just hoping that this thing will have a slightly higher top speed than the Corvette. I feel like it might. And I'm hoping that the Corvette's going to slow down in the corners as well. And so far, I'm not falling more behind, I don't think. Not yet, at least. Please use your brakes. Please use your brakes. Did you use your brakes? I'm slowly catching up. Oh, he hit his brakes, I think. Come on, give me close enough to the slipstream, please. Please. I beg of you, game. 1.1 seconds. I think I got this, to be fully honest. Oh, hell yeah, he's slowing down in the corners. Come on, bitch. It's gonna be some exciting racing in this episode. Come on, give me the slipstream. Yeah, there we go. Oh, hell yeah, look at my speed go up. 160, 162. Yeah, he has no chance. Later, nerd. I just have to not give him, well, actually I think he's probably at the rev limiter in 4th gear. Maybe not. I don't know. But I don't want him to have any slipstream either. So, he's slowing down in the corners anyways. Alright, I was slightly worried, but now not so much. Thankfully, 250 GTO pulls through. I was hoping that this car would work out. If it wasn't, I was going to be fucking shit out of luck, because there's no other really, like, even okay classic cars that I haven't unlocked yet. And the only two that I have left to unlock, I am going to be using a lot, which is the Cobra 427, which has its own one-make series, and then the Ford GT40, which has its own one-make series, and the Endurance, I think it's Endurance. So, is this the last? No, wait. This might be. I can't remember if this is the last classic car race in the game. I think there's one more, and yeah, because that's when I won the Ford GT40 from. I'm not looking forward to that either. I think I guess it's an Endurance. Or no, yeah, I guess it's an Endurance. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know, but I'm going to be slightly out of luck, I think, because there's probably going to be Cobras and shit in that last one. And I'm not going to be able to use anything other than the car that I've already used, so I apologize in advance for having to use a car twice. Because that was my goal, was to not use any car twice in this Let's Play. Similar to what I was doing in Forza 4 whenever I was trying to play through it. I don't know. But for now, I'm just going to worry about this silly shit. And, just work on that when I get there. And that's actually the race done already. Only a 4-minute long race because Nissan Speedway, or Sunset Mansfield, whatever it's called. And yeah, so that was simple, straightforward. Probably gonna level to level. Ooh, I wonder what I get for level 35 in this game. I don't remember. But we have our 10 points, so let's go ahead and continue on to the next race. All right, we are on our second race at Maple Valley. Hopefully this will go fairly straightforward as well. Apparently this car is decently fast, which is a good thing. I'm not worried too much about it, at least. Not unlike the Challenger that I used in the last one. But I'm not gonna say that, oh, I'm just gonna easily win this quite yet, because I don't think I will. Oh, Corvette. Yeah, the 70 Corvette isn't in this game, is it? The 70 ZR1 isn't actually in this game. That was introduced, I guess, in Forza 2. Oh, I hit the rev limiter. Damn it. Gee, I wonder how much that's going to cost to fix on a Ferrari 250 GTO. It's not like I'm driving, you know, a Ferrari Dino 246 or something. Like, I am driving the expensive Ferrari. Fucking 250. Actually, I don't remember. I don't remember if the 250 Californias go for more or the 250 GTOs. I just really can't remember. I know they're both up there in the tens of millions of dollars. In real life, I'm talking about, but, I don't know. A random note, I've actually been playing a little bit more of Forza 7 recently on the PC because I actually can log in now. A couple weeks ago, I was having a problem with starting the game. It was like, oh, we need to download your, or you're syncing your data or whatever, and it's like, we couldn't download your data, blah blah blah. So I didn't play it for probably like a month or so, and now it seems to have fixed itself, and it signs me in every time, and it saves. So I've actually been having fun with the race length settings in it. I'm a huge fan. I love the fact that you can have the normal side or normal length races, which are like 4 to 5 minutes long at most, to the long races, which are about 20 minutes long, or 15 to 20, and then the extra long races, which range from about 45 minutes to an hour long each. And I was pretty much from the beginning of the game, I was doing just the long races because A, it gives me more money, and B, I do like racing, and I like endurance racing and also racing for a decent amount of time per track. But I actually started to do one of the championships on extra long because I'm a giant fucking nerd and I just wanted to watch the odometer go up on the car that I used, which was a Chrysler 300 SRT8. And hot damn, you get a lot of rewards from that, and also it also keeps me entertained somehow for the entire almost hour I'm driving on each track, which, if you remember my Forza 2 Let's Play, by the end of the game I was not really into Sebring or Mugello at all. But the only 2 tracks so far I've raced on in the series I was doing have been Sebring and Mugello. So they actually kept me entertained, which was surprising. I was just getting bored as shit in Forza 2 of them because I was racing them every single championship included those 2 tracks pretty much, and Laguna Seca. So I got tired of all 3 of those tracks pretty quickly, but yeah, I have to say, Forza 7, I don't know how they managed to do it. I don't know what the difference is, but I can definitely appreciate the longer, or the extra long races. Which then, of course, you can also do that to the endurances, which makes, you know, the Spa 100 go to Spa 300. Fucking doing 69 laps on Spa in a Corvette race car, which I still need to do that at some point. I haven't gotten around to it yet. I'll probably do that in the stream sometime. Possibly before you see this episode, possibly after, probably after, because I don't plan to do it anytime soon. But yeah, I've been thoroughly enjoying Forza 7, driving all the different cars and whatnot. Because, like, so far I've just been using, like, specific interesting cars that interest me. And the only car that really interested me for the series I'm doing was the 300 SRT8, so that's what I chose. And, yeah. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. But God, the races do get long though. Like I said, I was racing for 2 hours to do 2 races in a Chrysler 300 SRT8. That's a lot of mileage driving a car like that. But honestly, the cars like that interest me more to drive for longer than the race cars. I'm not sure of why either. It's probably just because I'm weird and I like weird cars. And I like racing interesting cars instead of just race cars in racing games. So I think that's probably it. Also, I think this championship's going to go by a lot quicker than the last one. Considering my last race was 4 minutes long, this one's just over 5. In the previous episode, they were like, oh, like 8 minutes long plus. I won't complain. It helps me get done with this game quicker. So, there's our... Oh, I didn't bang off the rev limiter enough to actually damage it. Cool. 37,000 credits. Almost to level 35, as I mentioned. We got our 20 points. Huh, 250 GTO came in second. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, he did come in second. Okay. Alright, let's continue on to the next race. Alright, second attempt at this because I went way too fast into the corner and for a priceless Ferrari got fucking smashed. So, as I was saying before I got really interrupted by a wall, basically today I was playing video games. I was playing Forza 7, doing the Magello race I was talking about in the last race on this, and all of a sudden I hear this like loud beeping and then a weird like voice. So then it confused the hell out of me for like the first minute or so that I was hearing it. Hello, sir. Okay. It confused the hell out of me for a little bit. And I finally went upstairs and I realized that it was the fucking carbon monoxide sensor, or like or it was like it would beep 4 times, say warning carbon monoxide, and then beep a few more times, and then repeat the process. So it kind of scared me. I called my dad because he was out of town, and also my mom was at my grandma's house at the time. So he was like, yeah, it's probably just out of batteries, but I was ordered to evacuate the house for a little bit at least. So I went over to my grandma's house. Which funny thing over there, she had me set up both a DVD player and a VCR for her to watch movies and stuff on. And so one of the movies that she had, that she was like, yeah, test out the DVD player on this, whatever, was the movie Chicken Run. If you haven't seen that movie, it's pretty great. It's actually pretty dark. I was watching through, I was like, wow, this is a lot more dark than I remember when I was watching this when I was fucking like 4 years old. Oh no. But so we're watching it, and my grandma has this little Chihuahua dog, and she had it there, you know, while she was watching the movie, and that dog was fucking terrified of what was happening on that screen, and it was just so funny to me because it's like, you know, it's a little dog that like isn't afraid of big dogs, but here you are watching fucking claymation chickens on a TV screen and getting absolutely terrified. And it was just so random. But anyways, past that, turns out the carbon monoxide detector actually just had like or the smoke detector, whatever, had low batteries, and my dad replaced the batteries and it stopped beeping, so luckily it hasn't been beeping now. Luckily I wasn't trying to record anything either whenever it happened. But I'm having a problem, and that is the fact that this car is not fast enough to pass this Corvette on this track, or I'm off of this track, which I probably am, because I'm not, like, this track is not one that I know as well as others. Come here, Corvette bitch. See, the other 250 catches up to me here, so I need to like speed up through here or something. Come on! Which luckily, I'm kind of wanting to test the championship thing anyways to see. I'm assuming if I don't get in first on this, I'll get like, you know, a silver medal or whatever instead of a gold medal. But I don't really want to test it, but I'll test it anyways because I'm not gonna restart now. So we're just gonna we're gonna brave it out and see what happens, because I know I'll be in first place in the championship. And really, I'm still not sure of like, oh god damn it, I'm not even sure of what the specialty of the championships are in this game, or like how they're different from the normal like events. I'm really confused on that. Alright, let's I'll check my split times here because I haven't been paying attention to the entire race. Come on, lard-ass Ferrari. Alright, car ahead is 3.8 seconds ahead. And I don't know. I might catch up to him. There's a slight chance I'll be able to catch up. And if it does give me a silver medal in this, at the end of this episode, I will go back and redo it later, like in between episodes. But yeah, I kind of just want to see like what the hell the deal is with the fucking championship races. Come here, Corvette bitch. I think I am slowly catching up to him. Very slowly. I'm doing 0.8 seconds better than my best. So I would say I'd probably be catching up. I didn't pay attention to the fucking split either. God damn it. Corvette, come here. I need to pass you quickly because the finish line's coming up sometime. Okay, he's 3 seconds ahead now instead of 3.8. It's better, but not great still. Really gaining some time on the Ferrari that's behind me. Come on! 250. Well, I don't think I'm going to catch him in 2 turns, sadly. Damn it! Ah, I'm catching up too. Slowly but surely, I am catching up. Well, oh well. Like I said, I'll just use this to figure out what exactly the specialty of the championships are. Ow. Well, there's where my chances of, you know, being able to make a last turn dive, but whatever. So, whatever. I'll still be in first place after this in the grand scheme of the championship. And we'll figure it out later. 26,000 credits. I'm in first with 28 points. So let's go ahead and continue on the next race. Alright, on to our 4th race at Blue Mountains. I don't know how this is going to go at all. I'm hoping it doesn't go bad. Later, nerd. That's what you gotta do. You gotta pass the Corvette in turn 1. Then everything will be fantastic afterwards, hopefully. Yeah, but speaking about what I was talking about in the first race, or I guess, no, not the first race. Second race, Amiibo Valley. So, I've recently become re-fascinated in games that have cars with odometers. Kind of like this game, except for the fact that this game you can only see how many miles your car has by going into the menu and then seeing it from there. But like Forza 7, on basically almost all of the cars that have digital odometers, the odometers work inside the cars as you're racing. Analog ones don't, and it pisses me off, because like Midnight Club LA got analog odometers to work. Fucking, I know some older games like PGR2 and whatnot have had them in the heads-up display, but they work the exact same as one inside the car, so I don't know how they couldn't make it work and implement it, but yeah, so I've been trying to pick all of the cars I used in Forza 7 through the career that actually have working odometers because I like to watch it as the race goes by. And thus why I'm using the Chrysler 300 SRT8 that I mentioned in the second race as well, because it's like right there on the dash. And also Forza 7 makes it easy because it has the like dash view mode where it kind of like removes the steering wheel, so you can like, you're like right up on the dash. I guess it's for people who have steering wheels and they don't want to see an in-game steering wheel along with their steering wheel, so it puts you closer to the dashboard, whatever. But I really like that view a lot. Oh, I was gonna try and scratch my stomach because it itches. Oops, this is This game does not have a clutch. So yeah, I've been just trying to do that, and I've been also going over games. I looked through a bunch of games like to figure out, just like to look at, I guess look at the odometer stuff. And I found out on Midnight Club LA, on the profile I used in the Let's Play I did a few years back on it, the most driven car in that game, I think, is the most driven car I have in any game, which was the 2006 Ford GT that I guess I'd used in the Let's Play. Had 583 miles on it, which that doesn't seem like a lot, you know, compared to, you know, your real life car that has 50,000 miles or 100,000 whatever. But like for a video game, because at least for me, it's a lot harder to drive like that long a distance in a video game, because I don't know, I guess it's just not as interesting as driving in real life, because, you know, driving in real life is always like, you always gonna be on your toes, whatever, yada yada yada. If you crash in a game, it doesn't really matter. If you crash in real life, it's not very good. But like generally, like driving a single car over like 500 miles or so, or 300 to 400 miles, is about the most I ever do. And I'm sure, I think I even have cars on like Midnight Club 3 that have 800, 900 miles or something. So it's pretty crazy. I think even on PGR2 I have the Selena 7, which I think I drove over 500 miles, or maybe over 400, I can't remember. But it's always kind of an interesting thing to look at, especially on games like or Let's Plays where I'm trying to use a different car in every episode, like this game. My arm itches really bad. I have to scratch it. I apologize. Ah, there we go. But anyways, games like this, obviously each car is not going to have that many miles on it, maybe 100 miles or so on the longest ones. But yeah, it's like open world games and stuff. You never know how many miles a car's going to get on it, especially if I like driving a car for a long time, like that Ford GT in Midnight Club LA. That's the reason why it has, you know, 400 or 583 miles on it. And it makes me wonder, like, how many miles people have driven in certain cars. Oh, rip. Rip. Ultra rip. Oh, God. I'm dead, too. So, yeah, Rip Corvette, he tried to pass me, and it didn't quite work out too well for him. I don't take blame for that. I don't want to take blame for that. Which brings me to an interesting thing, like, if you know, pay attention to stuff like that like me, let me know in the comments section, like, how many miles you've driven on a, you know, on a single car in a single game. Like, obviously, I've driven in 10,000 miles in Midnight Club, in my one profile in Midnight Club 3, and I've driven 10,000. Fucking, you dumbass. Well, I just lost because of Fuckface McGee and the other fucking Ferrari. Oh my God. What a fuckface. I don't want to restart because I don't want to redo this. Ah, you son of a bitch. Fucking 250 GTO, other fucking... Fuck. I am upsetty. I think the Corvette kind of killed himself too, because I think that's him way in last place. And now I'm not going to be able to catch up, even though I have no damage, because... Son of a bitch. I am upsetty. He crashed too, but like, apparently he didn't crash as bad as me. This fucking Lancia is so fast, why? I can't even catch up to the damn fucking Stratos. And this car's not that crazy. Okay, everybody's like right here, so I may be able to do something silly before the end of the race. Okay, Lancia, you need to get the fuck out of the way, bud. Don't you dare do the same thing the other 250 did. Ugh. What a bunch of sons of bitches. I'm not even close enough to draft either. God damn it. I am very upset. that this has happened. Incredibly upset. I'm gonna try and do this sneaky. Oh shit, that didn't work out. Is that the Corvette in second? Who the fuck are you? And why are you in second place? What the fuck, Richard? Oh my god. This is going awful. It's going progressively worse. I'm still in first place. So like I said, I'm going to give this a try and see what the championship thinks of me not winning those 2 races. If not, I'm going to have to redo them, which is not going to be fun. Alright, on to our 5th race. 5th out of 6th. At New York, which I'm also not looking forward to because I feel like it's going to be another Rio here. Please let me draft. No! Oh, let me do it for a second. God damn it. This race is going to go awful, I can tell that already. I'm going to get punted in the first corner, probably. Maybe the Corvette will kill himself here. Kind of did. Ugh. This episode started out great. I won the first 2 races, but then after that, everything went horribly. This car can't turn to save its goddamn life. No, it especially can't turn because I have damage. Like, I'm nearly fully depressing the brake to stop, and it's not stopping. And it's not locking up the wheels either, which is strange. Like, the left trigger is almost being, you know, completely fully depressed. Ugh. And I'm falling behind the Corvette. This is fantastic. The other 250 is like right behind me because he keeps drafting off of me. The Corvette is escaping. We can't let this happen. Okay, well, I'm fucked. This race, there's no way in hell I'm gonna win this race. At all. So I'm hoping that the Corvette will still have less points than me. And I'm hoping the next race will be something not awful. Track-wise, I should say. Alright, how far behind am I? If it's more than 5 seconds, I know I'm screwed. It's close enough. At least I'd say it's close enough. This car doesn't even look damaged, but it is. Speaking of looks, this car is a very strangely designed car. It's very wide, but then the roof is very not wide. I don't know how the fuck they take that corner so fast. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna hope that I can get in first place next fucking race. Excuse me, fuckhead. No. Yeah, I've given up on this race. At least getting first in this race. I'll attempt second. And that's where I'll leave it. I feel like I'm not going to get a prize car either. For not getting all golds. I don't know. I'm debating. Maybe I should just use the. I'll just use the Corvette when I redo this. These 3 races. Maybe 4, depending on how the last race goes. And then just not lose. Because I'm not going to use this goddamn car to attempt more times. Whatever happens on the first attempt is what happens. There's no changing it. Like, look how fucking far ahead the Corvette is. I feel like I've been racing, like, about as well as I possibly can, and the Corvette's that far ahead. He's 10 seconds ahead. God damn it. Whatever. Just get this race over with is all I request now. Alright, how much further ahead is he here then? I'd say 11, 12 seconds, maybe 13. Oh, only 9 seconds. What the fuck? How'd that happen? Still upset. I'm gonna make it around this turn without hitting the wall, maybe. Nope, not quite. How did they make it? I don't understand how they make it around that turn so fucking well. Like, they're obviously going a lot faster than me. And, like, it's not like I don't give it enough steering input. You fucking asshole. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Good thing I know I can pass you easily. Just by drafting. Damn it, I said get the fuck out of here. You idiot. I will not get in 3rd place. You can eat my ass. Alright, I'm gonna make a cheeky dive on this turn. Hello, goodbye. Nope. You're not passing me. Fuck off. I will not accept anything worse than 2nd. Yeah, the AI around this track are interesting. They can take the first corner like gods, sometimes. Sometimes they just run into the wall, but they can take the first turn like a god, and then all through the rest of the track, they're also like fucking fantastic at racing here. I don't get it. I'm curious about how far the Corvette is ahead now. I bet it's at least probably no, only 13 seconds. I wonder what his best laps are. Mine are 244s. He always breaks so late in this game, and I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Alright, whatever. Just get me across the goddamn line. That's all I asked for. Damn, 11 seconds behind. Well, 10.8 seconds behind. So, I'm not going to level up this episode. That's fantastic. We're tied, so I have to win the next race. No matter what. Alright, on to our final race, which is that test track infield, which at least this track has a lot of turns. So I think... Excuse me, fuckface. How do you... Why do you think you can get as good of a launch as me? So I think I should be able to have the Corvette in the corners, which this track is 90% made of. He's going to slow down. Take the good line. Okay. Thank you for going way out wide. Honestly, if I don't win the prize car for getting in first place in the championship, I'm gonna wonder about everything. Because, like, if I don't, then there's literally no reason to have a points-based championship. Like, it'll be identical to a normal fucking championship then. Fucking forget how many of these there are, god damn it. There's so many. So, I don't know. I'm sure everybody's screaming at me in the comments, letting me know if not, it'll happen. But, fuck. This game's making me upset during this episode. But as long as I can win, I'll be somewhat happy. At least win the overall championship. Even if I do have to go back and redo some races with the Corvette. Because I'm not using this car to redo any races. Because I know what'll happen. And it's exactly what you've seen in this episode. This Corvette is a pain in the dick, by the way. Like, seriously, just fuck off. Go away. Lost him a little bit there. This track is so long, but it's not actually that long, like, mileage-wise. It's just the fact that you're going, like, under 50 miles per hour for a lot of it. No! That is a horrible place to do that. That's also a horrible place to go off the road. Come on. Oddly enough, this kind of makes me want to play Forza 2, because of all of the, son of a motherfucking bitch. I am not having a good time during this episode. Yeah, apparently this car only locks up the front wheels if you just basically smash the brake pedal. If you give it like 90% brake, it won't lock up the wheels, whatever, for whatever reason. No, I think I'll be able to catch up to him, especially if he does the same silly shit at the beginning of the next lap they did in the beginning of this lap. Come on! Why am I going around the outside of that turn? God, I hate this track. The full version. Especially with cars that don't like to turn, like this car. And if you give it more than like 50% throttle, it just spins the back end around. Come on! Go! Son of a bitch. This car is awful at this track. I thought the Corvette would be bad, but like this car is fucking garbage. Okay. Looks like I'm going to be redoing the entire championship, which is going to be fucking fantastic. But I'm already committed now, so fuck it. Actually, if I don't win this last race, I'm going to restart. I don't care. I know I can win. I will restart this race until I win it. I may be able to catch up to him, though. May might be an understatement. Or an overstatement. Would that be an overstatement or an understatement? If there's a very, very high chance that I will be able to catch up like I am doing right now. Okay, fucker. You need to go to hell. Thank you for doing such things. I need to make sure not to run off the fucking road. That's what I need to do. No, don't do that. Don't you fucking dare. You, sir, can kindly just fuck off. I don't still know how this car pulls on the Corvette. Well, sometimes. Fucker, stop that. Okay, I'm passing him on this turn. I don't care how fast he thinks he can go through that turn, I'm passing him. What a stupid fucking race. God, I hate these turns too so much. These fucking one after the others. They're awful. Alright, time to go through this stupid fucking section again. Alright, make sure I actually slow down enough to actually be able to take the turns this time. That'd be great. So never hit the gas 100%. Bad things will happen if I do that. Alright, made it through there without being an idiot. For the most part. I'm doing... Okay, I was gonna slide sideways, so if anything, I wasn't gonna get stuck on the fucking tires. Because that's where I went off last time, I think. And I almost got stuck with the front end of the car up against the tires. And that would be like the end of everything. So I'd rather not do that. Go away. Nobody wants you here. And nobody is me. That doesn't make any sense. I'm doing 21 seconds better than my best. Okay, I went off here last time, didn't I, as well? So don't want to do that again. Alright, things are looking slightly up. Slightly. This section is also awful. Most sections of this track are pretty awful. For this car. You know, if I was driving like a Lotus Elise or something like I have earlier in this Let's Play, that would be great, but not this car. Balls. I went way too fast through there again. Same thing happened in the first lap. Okay, we're almost there. Almost fucking home free. Now, game, if you give me, or if you don't give me the prize car for this, I'm going to be one upsetty person. Because, goddammit, I won the championship. Nothing else matters at this point. Alright, 9 minute total time. Got another 36,000 credits. I almost leveled up. I'm 975 credits away. Alright, I won by 2 points. Let's see what happens. You better give me that. Yes! Thank God. I got the fucking Cobra. Now, let's see. I'm curious if it's going to give me, No? Okay. So the game did, well, kind of. There's some silvers in there. And if I care enough later in the game, I'll just go back through it with like the Ford GT40 or something and win all the races. But all that matters is that there's a fucking gold medal right there. And I have the Shelby Cobra. So, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Forza. In the next episode, we'll be finally continuing on with this, which I don't even think the Cobra is the next one. No, I have to use the Exige, then the 360 Magna, then the fucking Cobra, then the TVR Tuscan, and then so on and so forth. So thank you all so much for watching this episode. Here's my stats. I have over 1,000 miles driven finally. Thanks for watching, and I'm out of here. See ya.